I'm Nikki.
Hi, Nick.
And together we're Nikki Nick.
Why, hello there.
Today we're going to be reacting to Superwoman's new video, When Your School Degree is Useless.
I'm wondering if she's going to throw out a spew of degrees or a certain degree that is going to number people out.
I think she's going to talk about, just my opinion,
I wonder if
the fact that school degrees aren't very important now. I mean,
let's see. I'm kind of curious if she has one or if she maybe hers is useless.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I mean, I have a degree, but I also feel like it's very useless because in order to do anything in my profession, you need to have experience. But in order to have experience,
you have to have a degree.
You have to have a degree. But then you also have you won't get paid if you want to do internships, but then in order to live, you need to be paid, so then you can't do internships. So I just feel like the whole thing is just in
yours
general
is
useless.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I guess it is.
For psychology.
But I'm ready to see what she says because I thought the title in and of itself was funny. So you ready? Let's go.
Shh! Do you hear that? You hear that? The sound of my Indian parents reading this video title and dying inside.
That was funny.
What up, everyone? It's your girl, Superwoman, and throughout my entire childhood, my parents always used to say things like,
so cool how she did
people
that.
can take away everything from you, but they can't take your education. Without school degree, you're nothing. So I grew up thinking that a piece of paper that said I am smart at a thing would simplify my life. Once I get a degree, I'm gonna literally have 0 problems, and that's 99 less than Jay-Z, so go school.
Lily Singh, here's your degree.
We'd like to offer you a job. Here's a raise.
You have a career now.
You're an adult.
Seeing her get so excited.
Yeah, right?
I worked really hard for 4 years in university to get a psychology degree.
Oh!
And guess what happened?
Lily Singh, here's
That's
your
weird.
You did not get a job.
We'd like to offer you a job as a psychologist.
Really?
No.
Nope.
It takes 10 years of experience.
Oh.
That's you.
Hallelujah.
That's so weird.
Places, I ended up having a career that literally has nothing to do with my degree. My psychology education is useless. I make comedy videos. Now, what would Freud do? Okay, now hold up. Every time I say this, people are like, no, what do you mean? You make such funny videos because of your psychology degree, yo. No, you know what? You're really relatable because of your psychology degree, yo. You get people because of your psychology degree, yo. That's exactly how they sound too. Because of your psychology degree, yo. And I'm just yo, it best be because of my psychology degree. Straight up, because that ish costs thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to
Yes,
my
preach,
parents.
girl. Come on
Yo,
now.
they wanted it. They
But
paid
for
it.
real.
And trust me, I
Yeah,
tried, okay? In my previous jobs, I really attempted to put my degree to good use.
I can't help but notice that you've been acting a little strange recently, and I really think that you should talk to somebody about it. I get it can be hard to feel like you're constantly giving and giving without receiving anything in return. It probably reminds you of your childhood when all you wanted was to make your mother proud, but you never got that validation. Now that anger and resentment follows you into your adulthood, and that's why you get heated. But I want you to know that everyone here appreciates you. Okay, now let's see how you're feeling.
Told you it was a copy machine.
God.
That's funny.
Tell me about your relationship with your father.
And to be honest, it's not just me, okay? I can't think of a single person
That's her
that is
being a
using their
therapist.
degree. My one friend, she has an English degree. And she's a waitress.
How's the rustic burger?
It features 3 pounds of evenly grilled meat that carries an aroma of pine wood. Your palate will experience undertones of maple and cider, with a
I wonder if
texture
that's
that's
actually her
almost
friend.
crackling. The unprocessed bun is made freshly out of organic wheat and infused with modest amounts of garlic.
He's just like that.
And the burger itself has a melody of garnishes that sing the perfect song. Companioned with a side helping of French fries, this burger for me personally is very nostalgic and
I
exquisite.
love the whole
to say the
analysis.
So long.
Yeah, right?
Lit.
Yes, it is lit.
I have the pizza.
Another one of my friends studied law.
I was so stressed out, and then this cop stops me out of
I really
nowhere.
hope these
You
are
had the
actual
right to remain
friends that
silent.
study
Anything you
this.
said could and would be used against you in the court of law.
SVU.
You also had the right to an attorney. But if you can't afford one would be appointed to you. Are you aware of your rights as a citizen in this country?
So, anyways, this
feel
cop
like
stops
that's an
me,
easy
and
thing to
get
say,
this,
though.
Yeah.
he found my wallet.
Now that I think about it, I can't think of even one time I I have used my degree. Actually, no, that's a lie. There was that one time I used it. Yo, check this out. I am your father.
That's right.
Sick. Yeah, that one time. Anyways, stay in school, kids.
Yo, that was the most
You enjoyed
relatable.
that video and you could relate to it, or you know people that can relate to
And
it.
the dog's eyes were like
Check out my
looking
last
the
video
other
right over
way.
there. It's hilarious, just like this one. I'm hilarious. Just do it. Second vlog channel right over there.
Oh, it's
Make sure you
yawning.
subscribe because 1, it's free, and 2, I make videos every Monday and Thursday. 1 love Superwoman. That is a wrap and shoot.
Oh,
Well, that was an interesting video.
I
feel like that's just how it is now.
And it stinks because I feel like you work, like, I feel like you have this expectation where, you know, you're always told, like, from everyone, education is important. You need to go to high school, you need to graduate, you need to go to college, and then...
And you get stressed, and you get anxiety, and you get depressed, and you expect high expectations for no reason.
Oh. I guess. I got real deep real quick. But I just feel like sometimes, not that education isn't important because I'm in the process of getting my master's, but sometimes I'm sitting there doing my work and I'm just like, what is the point? You know, you're spending I'm just saying you're spending thousands of dollars to get a piece of paper when in my opinion experience is way more important than
I think
studying,
some career paths have
memorizing.
realized that and some haven't.
Yeah.
Like some it's like, oh, you have experience in this. Heck yeah, you're on board. And some of them are like, oh, you have experience, but you need a degree.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of companies are starting to realize that, but not many.
Yeah, because I feel like just because you completed a certain amount of education doesn't really like dictate how smart you are. Like, I know people in my master's program, and I'm just like,
They're stupid.
how in the world,
You tell me about
dear
that a lot.
child, did you make it to the master's program? So like literally, like I am a psychology major, and
You were telling me about that.
and I'm going to school for student affairs and college counseling. If you are going to be a college counselor, you need to be literate. How in the world are you going to counsel college students if you don't know how to read or write? And I'm just like, but how did you make it here if you don't know how to read or
Yeah.
write? So it's just like, just because you can memorize things and pass tests really well doesn't mean you're
you know the
smart.
material.
So I just feel like it's better to see someone actually doing the work and physically hands-on experiencing something than sitting in a classroom memorizing stuff, because I can literally not pay attention the entire however long it takes before the test, and the day before I memorize everything that's going to be on the test and still pass with an A. No, but I'm just saying, like, I didn't pay, like, that's not good.
just
Like, I
kidding, I'm
didn't
just
pay
kidding.
attention. I didn't
Tell
retain
them about
any of
that
it.
class that she took at the Citadel.
Well, it's okay.
Okay.
I am in a master's program, so you would think that things would be a little bit more difficult. So I had two classes because it was the same professor, and at the end you're supposed to, you know, take a final exam or have a big paper due. Well, we had a final exam, and like a few days before the final exam, we were like getting prepared.
Wait, are you talking?
Yeah. And he goes, okay, you guys, just letting you know, instead of the final exam, if you guys bring in food for a party, everyone will get 100. And I'm just like...
It's one thing if it's in a
Middle
high school or
school.
middle school.
But
This
I
is
was
a
like,
college program.
This is a master's college
This is
program.
a very high-ranked college.
Yes. And
And
it's
that's
just
their
like,
exam.
That was for 2 classes.
That's not the story I was talking about, though.
Which one? There's so
When you
many.
got a C in a class.
Oh, this summer, I got like multiple emails from a teacher, and he was just like, from this is the same college, which I guess we'll have to bleep out the actual name because now that I'm ranting about it. The same college, I received emails from a professor, and he was like, you really need to turn in your assignments. And I'm just like, what? I'm not taking any classes. So I emailed him back, and I was just like, I'm not in your class. And he was just like, oh, sorry, I guess I didn't update the role. And I was just like, okay. And then I looked back onto the, like the Blackboard where all the courses and grades are posted, and I got a C in the class that I never took.
Later, he was like, oh, okay, and he kept messaging you.
Yeah.
And then later, still gave her a C
And I'm just
for
like,
never attending and
I didn't
never
even sign
taking,
up for the class.
You never took any part of that class.
Yeah, so I didn't
Like,
sign up for
literally,
it to begin with,
if
much
you guys
less take it.
Or say you guys are in a college class right now, but you're not in it, basically.
Yeah.
And you get a C for it.
And I was like, well,
You're
I guess
basically
I did
handing
well
them
for
money to give you a grade.
Yeah.
'Cause you
that's
never even
exactly,
took it.
Well, that's exactly what it is, but I feel like that's exactly what the whole essence of
I think he's
college
like,
is.
wow, this person never turned in any work or took an exam. I feel so bad for them.
And then C.
I'll pass you. It's okay.
like
I understand your problems.
yeah, but it's just like for me to have, first of all, not even like sign up for it and then still got a C even though I didn't turn in one assignment goes to show you
That
like
did he ever get in
the
trouble
level
for
of
that?
education. I don't
Or
know
they even
because
confront him?
I don't know because eventually, like a few weeks later, the whole thing was erased, like including the grade. It's not on my official because I was gonna like talk to the
You
board.
think they would have been like, dude, you can't give somebody a good grade if they never even did
showed up? Like,
they never did
I
the
didn't
work.
do anything. So
Man,
it was
everything was that easy.
we're like ranting about this, but I feel so strongly
Yeah, we're
about the
going
fact
pretty
that
far.
education is not all that it's cracked up to. I mean, for the fact of the matter is that now at this point we want to do YouTube, which has nothing to do. I mean, it's got to do with his degree,
Yeah,
I'm film
major.
but it has nothing to do with my degree. And I have just come to enjoy doing this sometimes more than enjoy doing what I like psychology because it's just like it's so difficult to find a good job. It really is. It's like entry-level jobs are internships which don't pay money.
You have to basically start getting your master's.
Yeah,
Which
and-
you are.
but I,
it'll
like-
take a little bit.
I can't live without getting money, and I'm not, gonna go to an internship for 40 hours a week and then work 40 hours a week at a
free.
job. Yeah, it's just like why that just sounds dumb. So, but I mean, you got to do it, I guess, for the experience. I'm
Ooh,
trying to
sorry,
find
that was a huge
way
rant.
around it. I know. Anyway, so that video was so relatable. I could go on forever about how. Ugh. Anyway, if you guys want to see more of
jeez.
us, make sure to check out the description box below. Go to Snapchat, Instagram. Make sure to subscribe.
And as always, thank you for support. Thank you for love. We love you guys. Have a good day, good night, good evening. Bye.